Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just wanted to give you a quick update before the podcast starts. This video was recorded a few weeks ago, so some of the information that we talk about, such as the Damar Hamlin situation, there's been more updates that have come in that we didn't know at the time. And yes, unfortunately, this is coming out later than what we wanted it to. That is partly on me for the editing process. And some of us went out to do football tournaments, so we were gone for a little bit, and now we're back, and we should be back on track. So you're gonna get this video and expect the next episode, January 28th. So be on the lookout for that one as well, and make sure y'all like, subscribe, and enjoy the show.
What's up, world? Shout out to you guys in TV land. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, comment, and share. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Music, Stitcher. This is Rhode Island's newest podcast where we talk about everything under the sun. Music, sports, food, etc., etc. And without further ado, my name's Jared.
I'm Tony.
I'm Jordan.
Thomas. Kiani.
Your boy Pig.
Shout out to my boy Iceberg and the BB Dub Slayer behind the camera. And shout out to our special guest Jermaine. And this is the show.
Bright lights, my city got a gleam on it. So first before you rock, you gotta lean on it. You might see a dealer, a scrapper, a shooter, a rapper, preacher, or actor.
What up, boys?
Yo, you see his face?
Yo, man, yeah, that
Hey, Jermaine was like, what?
Yo, he's like, yo, nigga, I'm not supposed to be here.
Yo,
He said, shh.
hey, he's in the audience. He's in the house. You dig?
Hey, but his face was like, God damn.
Yo, what up, boys? How you feeling?
I'm alright.
It's great. Everybody's good.
Yes, sir.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Still living life.
You gotta live life to the fullest, G.
Ready for a fucking
How you feeling, guys?
I'm good.
Yo, did you guys see the Cincinnati and the Bills game this past week?
Why you gotta...
Because, guy, we already know you seen it, guy. You fell asleep in your Bengals pajamas. You woke up in your fucking Chad Johnson jersey, and
Ocho Cinco.
and you had 20 Bengals jerseys underneath just in case you had a stain on it. But anyway,
Well, first things first, it's good to see that Damar Hamlin's doing all right.
oh yeah, thank God.
You know, the breathing tube is out. I don't know if the status has yet changed from critical to stable, but I know he FaceTimed his team and everything, so
That's what's up.
That's
what's
good
up.
news.
You can tell he really loves the game of football when he asked the doctor the first question he asked.
Who
won?
Who won?
The game.
Who won the game?
Yeah, because what happens is, like, you think he would have been mad if he woke up and like, nah, y'all lost. Y'all got your ass whooped. They put up a whole 40 ball on your ass.
What's he
I mean, even before he got hurt, they were on their way of putting up points.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
They were on their way to throw
We
it.
talking
Fuck
football. I'm not trying to be
you.
insensitive. I'm just talking football.
Nah, you're a Bengals fan, so you.
You know, there's like 4 quarters. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. And the Bengals are one of the best second half teams in the league.
But yo, shout out to both teams. You know what I'm saying? Because both of
They
those,
didn't do too good in that second
both of
half
those-
against Patriots, though.
both of those clubs.
Y'all still lost, right?
Hold up, both of those.
They won.
All right, we can do this Patriot dick swinging contest.
I'm a
any
Patriot
other
fan this
day.
week. I need the Bills to lose.
But yo, shout out to both of those teams for showing the love and respect for that man that, you know what I'm saying, was it cardiac arrest in the middle of the field?
Yeah, so what
Jeez.
they called it comatose. Some I don't know how to fucking what the word is or whatever. But what happens was if you get hit in the chest by brutal, was it blunt force to the chest at the wrong part in your heart cycle, that's what can cause cardiac arrest. It's very rare that something like that happens. It's happened like once or twice in lacrosse ever. I think baseball once somebody got hit in the chest.
Leave T. Higgins alone.
Yeah, for real. Like, what's up with that? Motherfuckers is sending death threats to this dude for just running the football, doing his job. He didn't want to do that to him.
And you got Bart Scott on ESPN talking about, oh, he left with his helmet. No, if you watch the clip
It's his shoulder.
and stop being stupid, it was his shoulder.
It's his shoulder.
But he's also giving fuel to that fire. But this is also the dude that also said, oh, we put a red dot on Joe Burrow and was begging the Ravens to take Joe Burrow's career out. Because he put up 525 on him last year.
Well, shit, didn't if I'm not mistaken, didn't the dude what's the dude's name? T. Higgins.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't him and Damar didn't they train on the off season or some shit like that? Or, like, they're cool.
I know they're cool. I don't think they're trained. I know Tyler Boyd and Damar know each other from off season, but that's because Damar Hamlin went to Pitt. He's from Pitt, and so was Tyler Boyd.
Well, I say that to say this, like, no one, we all play sports. No one goes out there to intentionally hurt somebody.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So to sit there and try to pass the blame on that man, like he's the one that like did that shit on purpose is absurd to me.
Not exactly. And if you also, sad to say it, but if you also look, he led with his chest for a tackle.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean it's a normal tackle.
Exactly, a freak situation.
You said it's a freak accident. I mean, even Damar Hamlin's dad came out and said that leave T. Higgins alone, and shit like that. I think it's unfortunate that has to be said.
Yeah, because they're just out there playing the game that they love.
Because in that situation in itself and stuff, I've never seen it. I've never seen a guy. I've seen bones popping out. I've seen so many different things playing football. I've never seen a guy just get up, take a step, and just go limp, just fall right back. No. I've seen them stumble with concussions and shit. Never just...
Yeah, never needed...
Like a feint, almost.
The fucking paddles, neither.
What'd you think, Pete?
Defibrillator?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Well, I'm just glad he's getting healthy, man.
So...
That's just wild.
That shit is sad, bro.
It's crazy. I always that one incident though opened a lot of eyes for a lot of players, like not taking the game for granted. Like, let me say something to my loved ones, because you never know now when it could be your last fucking play.
I think the last time they said the only time someone has died on the football field was what, Chuck Hughes or something?
I think so, yeah.
1971. He died of cardiac arrest. I didn't read any specifics into it and why his cardiac arrest happened.
Yeah, it could have been a number of things. Back then, they wasn't taking care of their bodies like that.
It was 1971. It was like after a big play. It could have been just like...
Probably smoked a cigarette right before.
Yeah.
Doesn't, yeah. The 70s is a different era.
What team he played for?
Right.
Eagles, I think?
I was saying, he played for the Raiders. He was definitely smoking a cig before he went out
did a
there.
line right before he went on the field and shit.
Yeah.
Nah, but like I said, 70s were a different time, so I don't know. It could have been a hit, could have been anything. I didn't look into it too much.
Yeah, but it's in the same sense. Players are still losing their lives from football in this day and age.
Facts.
I think there was just 2 or 3 players who just passed away, who played NFL and off of shit that it didn't happen right then and there, but from the course of them tackling and being tackled. You know, it's one of those things where, man,
CTE comes into play.
You do it because you love the game. Your talent puts other people in different perspectives, so they got better shots than others. But it's all a sacrifice, man.
So
it's all a sacrifice.
And to piggyback on that, I think is a big issue in my opinion is what you get after you retire. You only get 5 years of healthcare. After you retire,
that's wild.
And you put all that strain on your body, and you could die on the football field. The fact that you can die on the football field and you go through all it's basically like a car crash every time you get a collision head up. So,
I know about
the fact that you put your body through that much, and and you don't have like a lifetime health care for these players,
bro.
who get more. It's more when they start to get, at like more like 10, 15 years after they retire is where you see most of it, because once they start getting...
When I was watching NFL films one time, and I remember they were talking about the Rose from Tyler, Texas, motherfucking Earl Campbell. And they were showing Earl Campbell legit, like damn near crippled.
He's in a wheelchair.
Like he's having to work out and rehab, and he's walking like granted, he was an absolute beast. He used to run through people. But how is a Hall of Famer like that having to have all these, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's in that much pain, like, he should be taken care of. Like, you know what I mean? We're not saying he probably is, but, like, just seeing that alone, like, god damn. Like,
look at Ryan Shazier, who's still...
Yeah, look at him, bro.
Still.
And he was young.
And then that's another thing. It's like, this is why, like, when I was in high school, I was writing a paper about player safety and precautions for the youth too, and teaching them, because that hit right there. I mean, I was after happened in high school, but that hit in there, I remember he came, led with his head, put his head down, and hit the dude straight on, and it fucked him up. So that's why I'm like, you got to teach these kids the right way to, because they can't go. I don't care. He has tons of talent. Tell him, if you don't have the proper technique, you put yourself at danger doing anything out there.
Yeah, but the sucky thing about football is we know the old expression, any given Sunday, anything can happen.
Yeah, but that also with football now, they're doing, like he's saying, they're doing new ways of tackling drills, or tackling, how you have to tackle now, where they do like that gator roll, like they're implementing like different drills, and like the equipment's getting a lot better from when we were kids.
Like,
so they're trying, but it's like you're saying, it's a sacrifice when you come to play football, because you're putting your body on the line every day. Yeah, you never know when it's your last play.
Like you think about it now. When you used to tackle, someone's running that way. Say I'm coming here. I always put my head try to put my head into the ball here, right? If I'm coming at an angle on the side, put my head in front of them, right? Mm-hmm. That's not how they teach it anymore. It's behind them. It's like it kind of because it's harder. It's easier to break an arm tackle that way, but you won't get because you can string your you can do anything with your neck. With your neck, you can really fuck your neck up. Putting your head in front of them, like in front of somebody like that. Yeah. So there's different ways. That's how I was taught when I was younger, but now they don't do it that way.
Which is smart. They do it like the new tackle ways, like you say, like that, like put your head behind it. But at the same time, it's still football. It's still
not to
a
get
brutal game.
Not to get off track, but Skip Bayless made a very, to me, a very insensitive tweet during that game, talking about they should keep the game going. It's gonna hurt teams in the standings.
Can I read it?
Well, before we get to that. What?
No, I was just saying I wanted to read the tweet.
Oh, go ahead.
Wait, before we get to the tweet, because I also want to say the fact that the NFL said, hey, you guys got 5 minutes to warm up. Let alone before that tweet, like, fuck the tweet real quick.
I didn't even know that.
The NFL told them, say, hey, you got 5 minutes to warm up.
Yeah, but I don't.
You see Joe Burrow on the field warming up. You got the Bills defense, like, on the field, like, you got to go out and play a game after seeing something.
But how true is that? Because I also seen a tweet, a video clip from the vice president of the NFL, and said they had
covering his ass.
He said the NFL had no thoughts on continuing the game.
Yeah,
there's a lot of bullshit to that.
So
the league's been bullshit.
I'm going off the end of the NFL
because you have ESPN saying I got
not ESPN.
Joe Buck's been doing this for how long?
Another source.
But Joe Buck's been doing it for how long too? 30 and years. He's like, we got word from the league that this, like, he's not gonna sit there and say something just because he said we're getting word from the league that this is gonna start in 5 minutes.
Well, go ahead, Thomas. Read
the players on the field were already on the field. Joe Burrow's warming up. That's why I call bullshit on the vice president.
Say it loud so the mic can hear.
They was already on the field.
No, they was on the field, but they weren't warming up.
But they were already on the field.
Yes, when you start warming up because you got 5 minutes to play.
I've also seen that narrative that the NFL wanted to continue with the game after Damar's injury.
Really? I didn't see that.
I did.
Yeah, but let's be honest. The NFL only sees dollar signs. They're only worried about their product.
Absolutely.
You can still play minus that one play to them.
That's why Zach Taylor walked up to Sean Montgomery. He's like, what's going on? And he goes, listen, I don't think I'm able to coach and the players be able to play. He's like, yeah, so let's not.
All right, so this is in sequence. I've seen so many horrific injuries suffered on football fields, yet never have I seen a reaction like this. In every other situation I witnessed or covered, the game always went on fairly quickly. The attitude was, hey, that's football. For these players, this was different. This is the second tweet. No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant. And there's also one more tweet.
Go ahead.
He says, nothing is more important than that young man's health. That was the point of my last tweet. I'm sorry if that was misunderstood, but his health is all that matters. Again, everything else is irrelevant. I prayed for him and they will continue to.
So here's another thing that words on Twitter don't mean as much when you say them and how you say them. Because Scott Van Pelt said the same thing on ESPN. Asked about the game, but he's like, how do you do that with that magnitude? And I understand that, but you're not able to. There's no reason you should be tweeting that.
Hey, that's it right there.
You shouldn't, because but at the same time, it reads different than it does when Scott Van Pelt says it, because Scott is able to articulate that. You can't articulate that through words if that's what you mean, because now I don't know what the fuck you mean. Why are you tweeting that?
I hear you on that, but Skip has a fucking, and I think that's more or less what the problem is. Skip has a track record of being a habitual line stepper.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not talking about that with Skip. I'm just talking about the tweet in general could have came from anybody. Now I'm not just talking about Skip because I'm saying for people in general.
How could you go back on that field?
Exactly my point. But what I'm saying is that if you ask that question, what Scott Van Pelt did is what I'm saying on ESPN. He asked the same. He's like, I don't know how you.
When did he say that?
He said it that night, but he was talking with somebody at the field. He's like, I don't know how the league's gonna work this out. Obviously, that's all secondary. He said that's all secondary to what's going on with Damar, with the health of Damar Hamlin and everything like that. But I don't know what the league. And he's asking because he's like, this is gonna have questions later on of what's gonna happen, which it does raise questions. But again, the timing wasn't right to think about that.
Go ahead, P.
I don't think Skip was right.
No,
but I also don't think Skip was saying or said things intentionally. My opinion, we say that you said Skip has always been close to stepping over lines.
The habitual line stepper.
Habitual line stepper, but in what aspect? Because of the same sentence, Skip has also been one of those that being the front runners of sticking up for those that a lot of motherfuckers don't stick up for. I asked myself that what is Lion players asking themselves now, or who's ever in that division, right? What teams is in the
Pittsburgh?
So you got Pittsburgh.
So with the
Ravens.
Bengals, the Bengals, the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Browns. And for the Bills, it's the Bills, Patriots, Dolphins,
And Jets.
Okay,
Jets.
so and you guys need to win, right?
Yeah, they did a whole stupid mess with
Yeah, but you guys need to. So
now we need to win the game.
my theory is, my question is, what is those players asking themselves now? You know, everyone wants and praying that the kid, becomes healthy. 100%. We all know that is the first fucking thought, obligation for everyone, right? But after that, what are those players asking themselves? You don't think that they're asking themselves,
How does this affect us in the long run?
What's going to happen with the game? How is this going to come down to past that part? I can almost be certain that all the other players, especially those that need teams to win and need teams to lose, is in their lockers like, bro, what's yo, and some sad to say it sounds fucked up, but it's like, yo, bro, I hope dudes lose. Because that's the only shot we got. Or I hope these guys get the victory because that's the only shot we got. Like, no, not on some real nigga shit. Like, them players is asking them same questions. Skip is he's not a player. He's an analyst. They ask questions. It's just how they supposed to word those questions.
Wording and timing.
And how it comes out, but that's their job. That's their job. I mean, we've seen basketball players literally ankles break on the court.
Yeah, them shits be gross as motherfucker.
On the court, bro. Game still going.
The Kevin Ware shit, remember that back in the day?
Bro, Reggie Lewis, rest in peace. Is that Reggie Lewis?
Shit, when Paul George was it?
No. What's the Celtics player?
No, Paul George.
Paul George at the Olympics.
Celtics player that passed away.
Reggie Lewis.
Reggie Lewis. Didn't that game still go on?
I believe so.
I think what Skip's
Yo, remember that fucking bullshit with
Yeah, but we're talking about
Owen
you're
Hart?
talking about basketball.
I'm talking sports in general. Sports in general, like
about her, how they when he was stiff.
They kept the game going.
They carried the game. So
Fucking Owen Hart in wrestling, fucking
Yeah, but what
20 years
we're
ago.
failing to realize is when dudes have to pull out defibrillators on the field to revive somebody. Isn't that what happened?
Yeah, but I mean like,
that becomes a different narrative to just waking somebody back the fuck up.
No, I get it, but at the same time, I get where Skip's coming from. Like,
I'm looking at the aspect of all because
But they didn't revive him on that.
guys is going off of something in which we all know that hasn't been seen and damn near probably never.
I never seen no shit like that.
Never. So from anyone else's perspective, that's part of any other staff who hasn't seen that, all they see is an injury. And if all they see is an injury, because they don't know the severity of the injury where they're at, their mind state is, all right, what's the time frame of how this is gonna go? Till they know the severity of what's really going down.
Shit, don't you think like by a certain time, like with the paramedics and like the shit on the field, like if they're on the field for a certain time, don't you think like, yo, this game might not happen for, like they might have to like postpone it or like, go in the locker rooms for like an hour or so.
If you're over there, you're not right there. You don't know the severity of it.
No.
So how can you dictate what's really going on? What actually really happened? The players that was next to him didn't even know what the fuck was going down.
No.
They was standing next to him, didn't know what was going down. They seen him get up and fall. And they didn't know he was out. None of that shit. And these is guys that was right next to him. So if you got somebody in this on the corner floor over here on the walkie-talkie getting whatever fucking news thrown to him at that point, you know what I mean? He doesn't know what exactly is the severity of the injury. You know, and that's why I say I don't jump to whatever Twitter says. I don't jump to whatever somebody else heard somebody else say. Because it's gonna always be 10 different stories, especially in all sports. There's gonna always be 10 different stories on what really happened.
Mm-hmm. True.
No, exactly, and that's why the time.
None of them players was taking their cleats off.
No.
None of them players was taking their shoulder pads off.
Yeah, a lot of them like, still ready to play.
My whole thing, like, see, even though in their thought process is like,
there's a possibility
it
we
might
have to
be.
go
I mean,
back
like, I'm over here. I see him on the field. He hurt. We kneel down or whatever, but we don't know the severity of what's what. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Dudes would be shoulder pads would be coming off. I'm done. What? I just seen this right here. This is off. God, I'm not playing no more. None of them, even his players that was right next to him.
Yo, shout out to
the
Stephon
defense was up there warming up too.
Shout out to Stephon.
Because no one knew. All we know is a sports injury, and we pray that it's not nothing crazy.
Yeah. And so like me, I'm sitting there refreshing Twitter. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Because after they went to commercial, I was like, all right, he's hurt, but they're gonna get him up. Like I'm thinking, because Teron Johnson, who had just had an injury right before that, and he was like, oh, the head injury, concussion, or whatever. I'm like, okay. Then he gets hurt, and I'm like, I don't know what the injury is. It could have been anything. Went to a commercial, came back, and then went to another commercial, and then came back and went to, I was like, okay, now it's serious. Once you go to this many commercials, but you're sitting here and we don't know what the fuck's going on, and the players are still there. But it's like you don't know that in that time frame. That's what I'm saying. To your point,
because what was that? Was it a Giants player? I don't know if it was this year or last year. I think it was this year. Giants. I know they had on white. It could be Giants, Chicago, one of them teams where the receiver, I think he got hit or tackled or something.
No, it was Giants Bills.
It was Giants Bills?
Why we did the snow angel on the side of him?
Nah. He got hit.
Giants Colts.
Yeah.
It was a no huddle play. He got stuck. He got up. And he was wobbly. He was a receiver, and he went back to set up. And then his boy was like,
"You're talking Bills Patriots."
Yeah.
You see, his boy was like, "Yo, trying to get the ref to stop in the ref."
That was
Jacoby Myers sitting there yelling at Devontae Parker.
I'm a 15, whoever it was.
Devontae Parker and Jacoby Myers like, "Yo, look at him! Where's my spotter at?"
If you're looking at that right there, the way that was going, that was literally the same aspects of what happened to this kid this week. Literally the same shit. In which when he got up and was going back down, the other boys seen him and he didn't. You know what I mean? Like, but you don't be knowing how it comes, and then the way that these guys is getting tackled. It's nothing like where Steve Atwater's is.
Yeah, that was a normal tackle.
It's none of those things. It's normal tackles, but it could be shit that's like what you said earlier, where the heart rate. You know what I mean? So
right spot, right time.
It's certain things where, and that's why for me,
bro, I would be shitting bricks. That was my son. That was my son. I'd be shitting fucking bricks.
What you say?
Wasn't there a game that motherfuckers used to play with that hard shit, like put pressure like on your heart, like on your chest and shit like that, and then you used to pass the
Oh yeah, I done put a couple people out to sleep on that, but that's a game. That ain't no game. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was just some.
That sounds like some torture shit. Yeah, that sounds like some torture shit. Let me punch you in the diamond, yo. See if you catch your breath.
Nah, man, my little cousin.
I've seen people do that shit.
You get hit in the diamond.
My little cousin Larry, he let me do it, and he was he might have been. I don't even think he was 100 pounds at the time.
Shout out to cousin Larry.
Well, yeah, la. So I got him on the wall, and it's like you take 10 deep breaths. Well, at the time, I don't know how to do it now, but you take 10 deep breaths.
It's still 10.
And then on the last 10 you hold. So I got my head right here just for 10 seconds. Just press him. Bro, I backed up. He looked right at me and said, boo, right to the ground.
Yo, that sounds like some torture shit.
I swear, I'm like, oh my God. I'm hitting him. I think I hit him in the neck or something and got him up. And then I went and picked him up. Then I'm probably gonna get in trouble if he actually see this shit. But I picked him up and brought him to my grandmother's house. Literally knocked on the door, bro. I had him in the steps. I had him at the door, knocked on the door, and I just peeled.
Like at house party?
Like at house party, bro. I swear to God.
Like house party. Yeah.
Bro, and I didn't even know he had a heart transplant too. Like he had he still got a big ass scar down here, but
Yo, P.
That's why.
Yeah,
Was that before or after you did that?
What? No, he had that when he was younger. So it was kind of, that was
that's
my
why you
little
said you're like, I probably get in trouble.
Oh yeah, I got in trouble, but it's that shit you do in the hood. I mean, you try shit out, and if it don't go your way, you just gotta, you know.
Bro, yo, my fucking beautiful cousin right here. This motherfucker put us through so many fucking walls, trying wrestling moves on us and shit. Yo, we used to have to put up.
Located so many things.
Yo, we used to have to put up motherfucking posters and shit in my mom's room or our room. So like my mom was like, yo, why is that poster there? You move it is a fucking big ass back print. Cause we was wrestling in their room and like bounced into the wall.
That was just Jared's dumbass just thinking the fucking wall was a rope and he was gonna bounce back.
Yo,
he talking about
I
wrestling.
had cuts all on my back, on my arms and shit. They're like, yo, go wash your arms, My
cousin Amber was we're getting older and she's growing boobies. And I said, oh, you growing boobies, huh? I got a hot trick for your ass. Frog splash on the boobies. I'm gonna stop these from trying to grow right now.
Yo, you sound kind of evil, B.
My uncle breast cancer later.
Bro, my uncle Ed, rest in peace. He went ape shit. Yo, so what the fuck are you doing? You got my deal. Yo, he went crazy on me. Those are the days, man.
Yo, that's the thing, yo. You know what's crazy? Back when we was kids, it didn't take much to keep us entertained. Like now, like I feel like these kids nowadays is like they don't go out and play manhunt. They don't go out. Like last week on the podcast when I said to you, I was like, bro, aren't you an athlete? Don't you play every sport? He was like, oh, I just play baseball and football.
Well, listen, let me rephrase that. I play, but I don't play. You know what I'm saying?
We'd have definitely smoked you niggas. Put up a 40 piece on you.
Listen, we can get this going. What up?
Nah, you niggas was scared last
week. You was scared, especially Tom.
Yo,
he was trembling in his boots.
You lucky I got practice in a couple hours.
Fucking Iceberg was definitely fucking shaking over there too. Like he was.
Listen,
I'm in Crocs.
Listen,
I'm still in Crocs.
After Nationals, we coming back with. Watch, we gonna play.
Nigga Keanu's gonna come on the court with a fucking goggles, a headband, elbow pads.
After Nationals, Keanu's have an excuse like, yo, I twisted my ankle.
He's gonna be calling shots.
Listen.
Now we gonna have to do.
He's gonna be raindrop, fucking miss, like.
Yeah, but kids nowadays, bro, them niggas need a fucking electronic in front of them.
Oh, we gonna play now.
Just go outside and just pick up a stick and enjoy yourself.
Yo, we used to have so much fun playing fucking manhunt.
Play today, what's up?
Riding bikes.
Man, fuck it. Meet at the Y, 9 o'clock.
You don't have no energy to play a game after practice. Yo, you lucky you got me on today where I said come.
That nigga. We gotta do this shit now.
That could be that nigga's excuse.
Right on the street. Bro, right on the street.
Man, it's supposed to be SpongeBob, SquarePants.
It's supposed to be the old versus the young. That's what it is. It's the old. They want to group with the old.
All they hope is in this nigga right here with the fro. All they hope is in this nigga right here with the fro.
We ain't even like that. We
don't care, yo, white junk. What the hell fuck that means?
Nigga, I dunk cookies and milk. Nigga, we both dunk. Fuck you talking about, guy?
Yo. You
got that nigga right there who plays. He looked like he played no type of basketball.
Pig on.
Who's man to me?
Tony. And what?
Nope.
God.
What?
And then me on this nigga. So don't even think about this nigga doing nothing.
Wait, who's covering me?
Pig. And you're gonna say your shit. Keanu's gonna have folded on the forehead.
Stop playing with me.
You have no clue.
Y'all have no clue.
How?
Stop playing with me.
How?
I'm telling you, no.
This nigga's like Rick Fox.
I seen you ball before.
Like you saw me play around.
No, I seen you ball
You
before.
didn't see me play around.
Nah.
You didn't see me ball.
Yeah, I seen you ball.
Yeah, they used to call me Tommy.
I seen you get hung on a Fisher Price, man.
Your name is Tommy
They
Butterbean?
call you Butterbean?
Beelan.
What is Butterbean?
Who the fuck is Butterbean?
Smooth. Hitting every shot. What you talking about?
Huh?
What you talking about?
Who's they though?
What you talking about?
Who's
Everybody.
It's gonna be
Where the fuck is they at? Nigga, like, hey, right here in the house, right? My brother, my other brother, my sons. Man, listen, you better ask them. Like, what?
Old 70s fucking ABA nickname. They call me Butterbean Brown.
Are we gonna orchestrate when we're gonna do this so we can put this to rest? I'm serious.
You gotta talk to your team. Us old niggas,
Bro,
we ready. We stay ready. So we ain't gotta get ready.
You got permission from the old folks home?
Huh?
So what's up? We can do this today.
You old motherfucker.
I said old niggas, we stay ready so we ain't gotta get ready.
Get somebody else.
We can do this today. I'm serious.
I don't care.
I
got practice.
I smoke niggas' boots, nigga. What the fuck going on, nigga? What going on? Who you think you just be jumping around on boing, boing, boing? Fuck out of here. Yeah, you think so? Hezzy? Who you hezzying?
Everybody.
You jellyin' now? Oh, Lord.
1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody.
Oh, Lord.
Everybody.
Discipline, guy. Discipline.
That's
what I got.
No, that's what I got. The same nigga that was upstairs earlier saying the fucking semi-pro. Oh, it's speed now. You sure you can play?
Yo.
Yeah, that's the hell of disrespect.
Put on the pads on, nigga.
Like I told you.
The same fucking pads on last summer. Fucking thing. It don't matter what.
Got no
y'all
safety.
speed niggas ain't gonna want to fucking
like
hit
I
me
told
when
you
I come
last
around that corner. I
week, Glocks
guarantee it.
don't have no safety.
Exactly.
Yo, so he plays on your D line? He plays on your D line?
Glocks got no safety.
He plays D line?
Keanu
plays D line?
Listen.
Oh, yeah.
Once this go back, you and Frankie dead man. Sorry, man. Oh, my bad. Because we on the air. I'm Yo, get him, yo.
What'd you say?
Jared Washington. Or Pancake, what's up?
Stop playing with me.
Alright, what's up?
Yo, what we talking about next?
What's up?
Before we move on
What's
to
up?
the
We
next
go outside.
topic.
Shit, I got my cheeks on the go.
No. I want to
You home? You got that? Mine's coming in.
He knows about Thanos.
Mine's is coming in.
He knows about Thanos.
Mine's coming in.
Hold on, time out. You just said it for Jared and you to go put on the pads and the thing. You already know what's gonna happen. Your back is gonna be dirty as a motherfucker. And your face mask.
I'm gonna tell you mine.
It's gonna have a lot of grass.
I'll have grass in my face.
His back might be on the ground. But the question will be, will it be a holding call on why his back's on the ground?
I got you right here. That's not holding.
Or will it be legit?
This is not holding.
I ain't saying. I know what.
Listen, listen.
You telling me was holding,
I got my
mama?
buddy with Jared.
Hey, me too. Where my hoodie at?
It's upstairs. It's still ripped.
You gonna need it when you get your shit smoked though to put over your head.
Nah, because he owes me a hoodie.
It still has mom.
Because he was talking about it.
Sweater already.
Thomas gonna come to the field like this. I mean, he gonna come to the court like this.
Thomas looks like
this.
He's gonna come to the field with high knee socks and Converses.
I used to play like that, so that's fucked up.
Yo,
I used to play like that.
I was thinking that nigga just
play
trying
like
to drive it in like this and foul.
We never finished the skip shit.
Fouls.
Yeah, we just bounced from the skip shit.
Oh, the skip shit, yeah.
So y'all seen the whole issue with Skip and Shannon, by the way?
Yeah, fuck Skip.
Yeah, man, like let the man fucking speak, bro. You so quick to try to prove a point. Let the man fucking speak.
So Skip was sneak dissing Shannon, right? Saying because he was talking about he would never have the same like accolades or career.
No,
that was years ago.
That was before.
He just cut Shannon off while he was talking, trying to elaborate on why he didn't make the show before.
Yeah,
he always cut Shannon off though.
And how he was talking about Shannon was trying to get to his tweets and shit, and he wasn't.
He did say like, yo, when I seen Damar fall down, it kind of reminded me when my brother went down with that same vertebrae injury. Well, not the same injury, but his brother had a neck injury and he was down for a minute. So he's like, yo, that brought back some feelings for me. You know what I'm saying? And as he was getting to that tweet, that's when Skip kept cutting him off and shit.
Yeah, Skip said, interjected. He goes, hold up, time out. I'm not gonna delete the tweet. And he goes, why you always in it? Yo, you can't say something when I'm done. Like, that's what Shannon was like, yo, it's like, you can't.
Like, shut up, guy. Let me fucking speak.
He's like, I can't get through a monologue without you fucking interrupting me.
That's him also trying to save his ass and shit, not trying to want to be like,
Body foul.
made my first band.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying like that. I feel like Skip cutting him off is because I feel like Skip kind of knew like the controversy that he would face for it. Like after he's probably already received some, and he was just trying to be like, nah, like not trying to bring that shit up type shit.
Well, you said he stands by his tweet.
Yeah, I feel like
he's not backing down from what he said.
Because of what happened, the first part of what of this situation. There is no right that Skip can do right now.
No, he's gonna be the enemy for a little while.
But you know, if Skip knows where Skip was coming from, that's why I also feel like he ain't gonna stop. Or I mean, he just did it with a little video, little commercial, little some shit like apologizing something.
Did he?
Yeah, I just see like a little video or something with him.
Whose phone was that?
Just break it down what's going on, but. You know, everybody got their own opinion, man. I don't think he meant harm. I just think it was the timing thing, but I don't think he meant harm.
I think it's more or less like,
I said I agree.
Yeah.
I think more or less it too. Like, it's kind of like, yo, I already said it, like, and I already apologized for it. Like, let's kind of move on in a way.
Yeah.
Like, we don't gotta keep going. What I said, just keep moving on. What you gotta say, type shit.
There's plenty of instances where he's cutting off Shannon and Shannon gets paid. So I don't know how that show proceeds with that.
That's on a daily basis.
They got to talk that shit. They'll probably talk that shit out.
Shannon needs his own
Skip
show.
just thinks that, yeah, exactly.
All that bull.
I mean, I don't like his
He
analysis either, but it is.
Yeah,
what
but
it
he
is.
needs.
You got Club Shay Shay.
But
Put him with
that
another
has all to
athlete,
do with.
and then boom.
All that bull job. You got
That's why I
Club
watch
Shay
the
Shay.
show.
Skip. Come on now, Skip. Come on now, Skip. Come on now.
You know, Skip, he might even play that back, like the bad guy role. Might work for him. Might be like wrestling, you know what I mean? Might take that bad guy role.
Might take that heel role. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm gonna say the shit everybody's thinking, but I don't want to say. Fuck y'all.
Shit, bro. So, I know you guys probably is going to be super random, but fuck it. Let's ask it. Yo, so, I was doing some reading about like a couple weeks ago, whatever, and I seen that they was talking, a Billboard made a post saying that they believe Kendrick Lamar is the greatest rapper of this generation.
Salute.
What'd you say?
God bless you.
Thanks.
So guys, what do you guys feel about that? Like, do you agree? Like, do you guys feel like you guys have any people that you could put in there? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, J. Cole.
I agree.
Well, like, what, like,
With J. Cole.
let people know who don't know. Like, elaborate.
Young Simba.
Jermaine. Cole. Mr. Nice Watch.
Yo, when you say that, it reminds me of that skit. Jermaine?
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what they run.
Crooked Smile?
Yeah.
The dude was naming out all these names.
Mr. Nice Watch.
I think. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Lyrically, I mean, I think he's better. Like Pig said before, I think Kendrick is like a black Eminem. So I'm like, Kendrick has, I mean not Kendrick, J. Cole has, I wouldn't say more street, because obviously Kendrick's from Compton and all that shit. I mean, Cali, but
Yeah, you right.
But people can relate more to fucking J. Cole's shit, where Kendrick can only stay to that West Coast, where J. Cole can do whatever he
I
wants.
disagree with you on that one, cuz Kendrick is, come on, that's Kung Fu Kenny right there.
I think
Kung Fu Kenny.
there's a few rappers that can be put up there, and I think if the right rappers are named, anyone can have an argument.
Exactly.
So I don't fault them for doing for saying Kendrick. The beginning of this generation, Cole wasn't doing what Cole doing now. Kendrick was.
Say it again?
Huh?
What'd you say?
The beginning of, because Kendrick is the best rapper of this generation. That's what it's saying, right?
Yeah.
The beginning,
2010s,
the
Kendrick was popping.
earlies of this generation. Kendrick was doing shit that no rapper in
We're
this
going with that Mad City,
was
whatever.
yeah.
That album is fire.
Even his
obviously.
underground mixtapes and shit too.
and that's not
yeah.
discrediting
Cole got some
Cole or
nasty mixtape.
all other rappers, but
that damn album is.
like I said, you can name
Yeah,
a
it
few,
was.
Cole being included, and you can have an argument. So, but then you know how I feel about them lists.
Yeah.
So,
Yo, honest to God though, if we're talking about like, maybe I'm wrong, but when I hear the generation, I'm basing off like what Tony said, like the 2010s and up. I feel like if you're gonna talk about generation, then you gotta talk about Drake.
As a rapper though,
but
I think he's an artist. I wouldn't say put him just in the rap.
But his category is rap. No, hip hop rap.
It's more hip hop to me than rap.
Like
It's
Drake.
gonna be hip hop.
I don't think he's a
When
better
did Drake
rapper
come
than
out?
anybody.
Drake, he came out like
I was in middle
2009,
school.
2010.
see, I would think Drake would be
Before that, I was in middle school.
Yeah, no, he was before that. It was like maybe 2006, 2007.
Yeah, I
You know what I'm saying? When,
I don't think Drake
when he
is in
became like super Drake.
I don't think Drake
Like
would be
2009,
in
2010.
2007.
So far gone was like 2009.
But I think Drake would be the generation before this one, and I think it would be his generation.
But this one is his generation.
No, the generation 2000 2010.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel what you're saying. 2000 to 2010.
Yeah.
That's Drake.
Yes, Drake.
I don't know, yo.
I don't know.
Nah, 2000, 2010, that was Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
That's like Lil Wayne, Jay-Z.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, 50
Drake came
50
on
was
around
big
like
in the
2000.
2000s
Yeah,
as well.
2010. He started.
Yeah, like this
50 Cent
So
was
Far
bigger
Gone
than
came
he
out
had his own
2009,
video game. He had
2010.
Vitamin Water. 50 Cent was still, you
When
could say.
So Far Gone,
I mean,
when
as
that
a
mixtape
rapper,
dropped,
lyrically, no.
that's
but
when Drake
as
became Drake.
Oh,
Impact,
you can't forget Ja Rule.
50 was in it. I feel like
Travel was 90s.
yeah,
Was it 90s?
yeah,
Late 90s.
That was
No,
90s.
90s, early 2000s.
90s,
So it was like late
2000s.
90s. Early, he was in that.
Alright.
Yes.
What would I be without you?
Like this generation,
That was like
Rock
98.
Wave,
Did-
that's who.
was you on that whole like fuck Ja Rule vibe?
What do you mean?
Like, did you like after? Because you said before that you like
Yeah, 50 Cent fan.
Yeah.
And all that shit.
Yeah, but I mean, that happened when I was like 8, 9. I didn't really give a fuck.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Keanu
young.
was.
I forget you're young.
Like I like Ja Rule's music. I still listen to Ja Rule's music.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole thing. People be like, there be some avid fans out there that be like, fuck
I
fuck
just
Ja
remember-
Rule's to this day. I'm like, nah, man. I still
Yeah,
listen to
totally.
his shit.
That's why I was just thinking
their
when
beef
you
is their
said-
beef. I like good music.
When you
They
said
said we
before
walked around with
about
G-Unit,
how you like
sneakers,
G-Unit,
outfit.
Eminem, 50
Yeah.
Cent, that's why I just assumed
Ja
that
Rule.
maybe
had
he
the
was
white
on that
beater
time.
with the,
No, yeah,
the
no.
straps.
Definitely had the 50 Cent wife beater.
Nah.
Which is the fly though, the 50 Cent white beat.
Definitely had it. And then, honest, the one that he was listening to was Ja Rule.
He was wearing the G-Unit sneakers more than the guys in G-Unit.
That's not true. I only had one pair.
I had a pair of G-Unit.
I only had one. I had one pair of shoes. That was it.
You got
Yeah,
one
yeah,
pair
But
of those?
I
Kinda
mostly,
like
I
yours
mostly
that you got
And they
right
were
now.
spinners.
Nah, I mostly wore what he hates was the Converse Dwayne's.
Shit's a fucking trash.
Because I was a D Wade fan, so I wore them with my jerseys.
Shit's a trash.
So you had no
Y'all
swag
niggas
going on,
own
huh?
G
Nah,
units.
I had more. I had Jordans and shit. But
Yeah.
You hear this shit, man?
What?
Pete,
These
Pete,
niggas own G units.
I was born in 92, bro.
Fuck that mean.
I was born in '94.
Fuck that mean.
You had G-Units?
I had a pair of G-Unit boots. Yeah, I had a pair of G-Unit boots.
Oh Lord,
Jeez,
that
man.
sucks for you.
I didn't think we did.
I was in the 3rd grade. I wore a pair. This is the
my
last time I
mom
wore.
me
I grew up.
Nigga, I was like 12, 13. Like,
my
leave me
mom
alone,
bought me
guys.
Not even.
Definitely was like
I was in the
12,
3rd grade. I was like
Bro,
7,
how
8.
old are you though?
Now 28.
I'm 30.
All right.
So I was like 12,
I don't
13.
care what age y'all niggas had G units.
Yeah, but you're not 4 years older than
Alright.
that.
Not me, Jay.
Yeah, I don't have no G-Units.
My mom-
It was good for like a year.
Yeah, I had Tim too.
Yeah, but
Don't judge me when I was 8. Fuck y'all.
We don't judge when you age.
This nigga was with Yo, Keanu gives me the vibes that he wore a whole Heat uniform to school with the
Yeah.
D-Wade sneakers to match.
Nah.
And a
just-
wristband.
Hell yeah.
Whatever they wore on the court, he wore.
Like, yo, Keanu, you know it's February.
I couldn't
right?
afford all that shit. What the fuck you
That
talking
nigga
about?
definitely had the wristbands and shit on.
You know it's February, right? Yo, it's ball is life. Like, you don't play basketball.
I was able to find the Wade Converse at Marshalls. What you talking about?
Yo, I'm gonna buy for your birthday. I'm gonna buy you some D-Wade,
Marshall and
yo.
Burlington, those would be my spots, y'all. Yeah. I mean, those be my spots. I ain't gonna knock you on that jersey.
That's why I found a jersey. Remember, what was it? TJ Maxx, AJ Ray was like, let's go find jerseys and shit.
Right.
AJ Wright and shit.
That was that.
Yeah, I got a good AJ Ray story. I remember when Sebastian Telfair and Gerald Green was on the Celtics, right? I did like a little like side jobs for my uncle and stuff, and I was able to get like $30. I went to AJ Wright. I bought both of those jerseys, the white Sebastian Telfair and the green and black Gerald Green. I want to say a week and a half later, watching TV. Oh, Kevin Garnett comes to the Celtics, and Celtics give up Sebastian Telfair, Gerald Green, this one and this one and this one. I was like, no wonder why it was so fucking cheap. These niggas knew. These motherfuckers knew. I was like, yo, why is these shits on the clearance? Because you know, back when those green and black jerseys came out, them shits were expensive. Mm-hmm. So I was like, why are these shits so cheap? I gotta steal.
I would have known that you just got it.
Nah, these motherfuckers knew they had it. They were like, yeah.
I'm talking about you.
They knew.
You didn't have to. You were burning the jersey in the backyard.
No, I didn't. I still got them jerseys.
I'm just kidding.
Nah, I still got all my jerseys. I still got like my Nuggets Mellow, the fucking my Cavs bronze. I used to get
this kid had a fly ass 1980 something Denver Nuggets jersey. It was like some English. I think it was Rob English. I think his name was number 2 from the Denver Nuggets, bro. It was the one with like the rainbow in the middle. But it was like, yo, that shit was so fly. Yo, he opened it and was like, yeah, I ain't never wearing this. And I was like, why? Look at the rainbow guy. I ain't wearing that. I was like, really, guys? The jerseys, that shit's so fly. Like, I ain't wearing this. I was like, yo, weirdo kid. If I could fit that jersey, I'd put it on.
Syracuse fucking Mellow jersey was dope.
Yeah, it was. I like the LeBron high school jersey too.
Yeah, I'm wearing this jersey.
But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. Ain't you guys got anything to say?
Nah, we good.
Nah, man.
We good? Alright. I wanna thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Also on Spotify, Apple Music, and Stitcher. Follow us on there. And also follow us on Instagram at the show RI. You know what I'm saying?
And here on YouTube.
And also, for your merch, hit up Gladiator Glow. Hook you up fast. You know what I'm saying? And hit up my boy, Kiani Knows Coquito. Because them things be bussin'. So, from us here at the show, we appreciate you guys. You guys have a good week. We out.